नमस्ते यतिराजाय विवेकानंद सूरये सच्चित्सुख स्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। Swami Atmapriyananda Ji, Pro-Chancellor of the esteemed Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Educational and Research Institute, R.K. Mberi, Swami Sarvottomananda Ji, the Vice Chancellor, Swami Gorishtananda Ji, the Administrative Head of R.K. Mberi's off-campus at Coimbatore, Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, Thiru Johnny Tom Varghese, IAS Commissioner for the Welfare of the Differently Abled, Government of Tamil Nadu, learned members of the faculty, brother monks, brahmacharis and dear students. It is a matter of great joy that the 16th convocation ceremony for the students of the Coimbatore off-campus of R.K. Mberi is being held in blended mode today. We are proud to see Swamiji's dream getting transformed into reality in our Coimbatore off-campus of R.K. Mberi, especially in the arena of special education. This off-campus is running faculties for differently abled persons. Our service in this particular area is deemed to be very close to Swami Vivekananda's heart. Friends, this we feel is one of the rarest occasions which provides special space to discuss on our higher education, its retrospect and prospect. Since our young people who studied in R.K. Mberi are going to be awarded degree etc. today, what else could be better an occasion to discuss this subject? As such, let us have a glance at the higher education scenario of our country today. According to the All India Survey on Higher Education 2019-20 released by the Ministry of Education, there are 1043 universities, 42,343 colleges and 11,779 stand-alone institutes in India. Unfortunately for us, according to the Times Higher Education World University Rankings 2019, there is no Indian institute in the global top 200 list. Also, for a country inching towards becoming a superpower, India has one of the poorest gross enrollment ratio for higher education. According to 2016 data, India's GER was only 24.5% compared to the global average of around 37%. Australia, Russia and the United States, to name a few, have GERs above 75%. At this juncture, we have to vigorously strive for a quantum jump in education, both in quality and quantity. In this context, Swami Vivekananda is relevant and pertinent because he struggled all through his life to fight against poverty, malnutrition, hunger, lack of education, etc. Swamiji was so much disillusioned to see the plight of our higher education, which was a machine to produce clerks or at best deputy magistrates to suit the need of the British imperialism. After independence, things have definitely improved. The statistics that I mentioned is enough a testimony that we are marching onwards. But unfortunately, even when the country is agog with the Platinum Jubilee celebration of our independence, we are struggling to keep pace with the first world countries so far as our higher education is concerned. The value system of our national fabric has been exiled. We have not done enough to improve the lot of our differently abled children, men and women. Here in Coimbatore, we have made just a humble beginning all kudos to R.K.M. Bheri. Our R.K.M. Bheri, the deemed to be university, offers multifarious, non-conventional disciplines and faculties, and it deserves a very distinguished and special status in the higher education scenario today. Look what Swami Vivekananda has to say in this regard. I quote, "The education which does not help the common mass of people to equip themselves for the struggle for life, which does not bring out strength of character, a spirit of philanthropy, and the courage of a lion, is it worth the name?" Unquote. In this context, a few points bother me time and again. These are this. Number one, how can the higher education in India excel and prosper unless it is well backed by a quality universal school education? Number two, the academic performance indicators of students, teachers, and institutions are to be deeply thought of, reflected upon, popularized, and take into account the cultural and spiritual background of the nation. Have we been able to develop such comprehensive indicators as yet? 3, I would say last but not the least, employability is no doubt a national concern today. To what extent are our graduates coming out from our colleges and universities year after year employable? What can be done to equip them with both soft skills and domain-specific skills? Having said this, please allow me to turn my attention to those fortunate few who will get their degrees in this convocation. Students and scholars, all of you, the successful graduates and postgraduates, you are blessed because you are getting your degrees from Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Educational and Research Institute, the genesis of which was visualized by none other than Swami Vivekananda himself 121 years back. Dear students, you are the privileged few today. I take this opportunity to congratulate all of you on your success and on getting degrees from this great institute. I know that you will cherish this moment forever in your life. A degree is just a certificate, but when it has the emblem of the Ramakrishna Mission on it, it carries a stamp of dignity, a gravity, and a lasting value for which people look up to you with respect and honor. Swamiji called upon the youth to dedicate their lives for the cause of the country. We need people today with impeccable integrity. As such, what we want today is integrity and character. Swami Vivekananda said, I quote, "If money is lost, nothing lost. If health is lost, something lost. But if character is lost, everything is lost." Unquote. Let me tell you a story. There was a carpenter in Japan who worked for a home builder company. After working for quite a number of years, he expressed his desire to retire from his job. The company requested him to complete one last house before retirement. The disinterested carpenter worked half-heartedly in the project using substandard materials and workmanship. An ordinary low-quality house was constructed. Day before his retirement, as a token of gratitude towards his long-standing service, the company presented him the final house built by himself. The carpenter understood that it was due to his self-seeking approach that the home he built was substandard. As an ill luck would have it, this heavily built home was allotted to him and he had to stay in there. What a sweet revenge of nature indeed. So it is with us today. Life is a healthy and precious game, and we must play it safely. If we do not live the life, our shabby habits and selfish nature will boomerang on us. The ball will fire back. Life is a DIY project, do it yourself project. This is why Vivekananda said, I again quote, as you sow, so shall you reap, unquote. He again said, you are because you want it to be. We are in deep slumber, so let's turn towards our Upanishads and try to hear the great Upanishadic call. Uttishtato jagrato prapavara nibodhato. Arise, awake and stop not till the goal is reached. I am sure all of you will be crowned with great success in future. Use your success for welfare of others and good of all. Before I wrap up, I would like to congratulate Swami Atmapriyanandaji, but for whose efforts and imagination, maybe this deemed to be university would have remained a myth. Swami Vivekananda chose the Swami as his instrument, gave him the fire and zeal, which is why this deemed to be university is ranked just after Indian Institute of Science, IISc, Bengaluru, in all India rankings, and that too within a span of 12 years. A great achievement indeed. Swami Atmapriyanandaji deserves a big hand from all of us here. May the Almighty bless him. In fine, let me conclude my talk with an excerpt from the poem Manadil Urudi Bendum, meaning be sure to keep that in mind, by Mahakavi Subramania Bharati, which aptly describes the summum bonum of education in the following inspiring words. Let our minds be firm, let our words be sweet, let our thoughts be noble, let us attain what are dear to us, let our dreams come true. We say, let it happen, at least at the sacred campus of Coimbatore. As Chancellor of our Cambheri, I have the occasion to extend my best wishes to all of you. I sincerely pray to Swami Vivekananda to bless you with all that is best. Thank you so very much.